If you're a woman who spent the last 5, 10, 15 years trying every diet under the sun, keto, low carb, fasting, eat less, move more, and you've lost some weight before but it never stayed off, and this video is specifically for you. My name is Johan, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your body just keeps fighting back against you, and how my clients lose 10 to 20% in weight and finally keep it off without starving themselves, without extreme exercise, and without starting over every single Monday. Stay with me because I'm about to share the exact reason most diets fail, and it's not what you think. I've coached over 400 women all across Norway, the US, Europe, and on average they lose 10 to 20% in weight. They keep it off long after we're done coaching, and their starting point is very similar to where you might be today. Here's what I hear almost every single week from women who reach out to me. Monday starts off strong. Clean eating, small portions, and you feel in control. By Wednesday, you've been under eating. Those evening cravings hit every single night. By Friday, you're exhausted. You feel like you deserve a break. And then by Sunday, you've overeaten all weekend. You feel bloated. You feel terrible. And you tell yourself, I'll start again on Monday. And you've done this so many times, you just start to believe there's something wrong with you. Maybe it's your age, your hormones, your metabolism. You think maybe you just don't have that willpower other people have. But here's what's actually going on. It comes down to three things. Root cause number one is metabolic adaptation. After years of cutting calories and pushing cardio, your body's adapted. And it's not broken, it's actually doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It learned that food is scarce, and it slowed everything down to protect you. So now the harder you push, the harder it pushes back. This is metabolic adaptation, and no amount of willpower, motivation, or any specific diet will fix it. Now for root cause number two, we have no foundation. Every diet you've tried started with food rules on what not to eat, but none of them address what's actually keeping your body from cooperating. Poor sleep, high stress, hormonal imbalances, and a nervous system that's been stuck in survival mode for years. And these foundations are not right. Fat loss becomes almost impossible no matter what you eat. And for root cause number three, there's no real life strategy. Most programs give you a perfect plan that works in a vacuum, but it collapses the second life gets busy. A dinner out with friends, a work trip, a stressful week. The plan here fails, and you feel like you failed, but you didn't. The plan failed you because it was never built for real life. That's the real reason the weight comes back. And that's exactly what the O.C.S process was designed to fix. Now I know these things because I've lived it. I lost 30 kilos myself, but not before I wasted years. Juice cleanses, 1200 calorie diets, fasting protocols, and supplements that burned a hole in my wallet, but not a single gram of fat. Some of it worked for a few weeks, but it never stuck, until I finally understood what was holding me back. So I fixed that instead of just the food. Then as I lost the 30 kilos and finally kept it off, I watched other people make the same mistakes. The same story playing over and over again. Friends, family, gym members I trained, and people even working with PTs and coaches who give him a beautiful meal plan that fell apart in weeks. And that's what drove me to build something different. I've now coached over 400 women across Norway, the US, Europe, even Asia and Australia, and the ones who struggled the most weren't failing because of laziness. They were following random advice that was never designed to work with how their body actually operates. So I built the O.C.S process to change that. In my O.C.S process, you go through 3 phases, and each phase does something specific that most diets skip entirely. So we start with optimize. Before we even consider a calorie deficit, we start with the foundation. We optimize your health and habits. We dial in your sleep, your stress, your hormonal environment, and your eating habits. So your body finally stops working against you and starts working with you. Within the first 7 days, you'll know exactly what's been keeping you stuck. And within 30 days, most women tell me they've already made more progress than in the last few years combined. And then when your body's ready and you're consistent having worked on the habits and routines we need to be successful, we go into our next phase, where we create your reality. You run the actual fat loss phase, but with a plan that was built for real life. Busy weeks, social events, travel, stress. Your plan adapts to life instead of life destroying your plan. Every single week, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll always have access to me for support. No matter what comes up, we'll work through it together. Now for the most important phase, because losing weight is one thing. Keeping it off is where 95% of people go wrong. After your fat loss phase, we feed you back up strategically. Keep living a healthy lifestyle that's not all just habitual. And even though your food goes up, that weight's staying down. And that's how long after coaching, my clients know exactly what and how much to eat, how to keep building muscle, keep losing body fat, and how to handle things like stress, weekends, travels, all without ever having to diet again. Now let me show you what this looks like in real women's lives, starting with my client Anita, who had been going through a bunch of different diets over the years. Nothing ever held, she worked a busy job, with night shifts by the way, which is one of the hardest situations for fat loss. But through the O.C.S process, she lost 9.7 kilos, as I kept it off over a year already. And not with a perfect schedule, she was very busy, a lot of stress, plenty of challenges and mindset shifts, but because we built a plan that actually fit her life, she was finally able to reach her goals. Next up's Veronica. She came in at 93 kilos, she went through the whole O.C.S process twice, and she's now down 20 kilos postpartum. And here's what I love about her story. Since having her baby, she kept adding another pull-up to her personal record every single month. And I could just see how much she was loving all this progress, the fat loss, the muscle gain, fitting old clothing again, and finally achieving a healthy relationship with food and her body. Now next mom in line, Marlon. She started 99 kilos, 2 kids, also busy, and she lost 12.3 kilos during the 3 months we only had her diet out of the 8 months coaching together. She stopped binge eating completely, and for the first time in 4 years, she could actually wear her wedding ring again. And what's probably the most important thing for me to hear is her saying, hey, I finally feel like myself again. That's the most important part, actually feeling like you. And lastly, my client Noelia. She lost 41% of her total body weight, 53 kilos. And this is after 15 years of trying. 15 years of half doing Weight Watchers, a demanding career that wasn't slowing down. And at the very start, she told me she didn't even believe she could do it anymore. But then 2 years later, 53 kilos down, she feels like a different person, she looks like a different person, and all of that without the crash diets, without the Ozempic, which she was actually suggested by her doctor, and without giving up the food she actually loves. She told me the best thing was me showing her that she could do it by following some basic rules. Now all these women started in the exact same place, on a free discovery call with me. I know you've been interested in programs before that didn't deliver, so you have every reason to be skeptical, and to be honest with you, I would be as well. But here's what I want you to know. The women who go through the O.C.S process and do the work, they get the results. And I stand behind that fully. If you come in, you're committed, you show up, and you don't make the kind of progress we've mapped out together, then I will continue to coach you at no additional charge until you do. And to be real with you, I'm not interested in taking on a client I can't genuinely help. So if I don't think I can help you, I'll just tell you on that discovery call. But the risk of this not working isn't investing in coaching, it's being in the exact same place a year from now. So if everything I've shared with you today sounds like you, if you're ready to stop starting over every single Monday and finally understand what your body actually needs, then click the link below and book your free discovery call right now. On the call, we'll talk about where you're at, what's been getting in the way, and whether the O.C.S process is the right fit for you. You'll leave the call knowing exactly what's been keeping you stuck and what to do about it. And that's whether we work together or not. Now before I let you go, here's the truth. In 6 months from now, you're going to be in either one of these places. You can be in path A, the same loop. You close this video, you don't book the call, you tell yourself you figure it out. You start the next diet, and maybe it works for a couple of weeks, but the cycle continues. That weight goes right back up, and you spend another 6 months in that same frustrating pattern of doing everything right, but never seeing results. Or you choose path B, where the pattern finally breaks. Click the link below, you book a 15 to 20 minute call with me. We figure out together whether the O.C.S process is the right fit for you. In 6 months from now, you're going to be one of those women who loses 10 to 20% of weight, keeps it off long term, wearing the clothes you stopped buying, and finally feeling like yourself again, maybe for the first time in years. So go ahead and book that call. I only take on a few clients every single month, and it's because the coaching I provide requires real accountability and real attention. And if you're watching this, we still have a few spots open this month, but make sure to not leave this page without booking a call. You can click the link below. It's free, no pressure, and that's starting over every single Monday. That ends today. I'll talk to you soon.